Good morning, everyone. I'm Janet Leah, and you are now in Awe Studio Art with Everyone. And the purpose here is that you should gain confidence and well-being from doing art yourselves, or if you're just watching this, then you will feel the renewal that can take place when we do art together. I'm excited to show you how to go on applying the chalk pastels over this gouache underpainting that I did in the previous videos. And if you'd like to learn more about this process, please go to Awe Studio at Patreon, and you can find out how to become a patron and see a more detailed process. I'm going to be selecting a limited palette of chalks to get the golden light that the sunset was appearing in this lower portion. The reason I've chosen these warm colors today is because I'm going to be applying them over these complementary colors here above the horizon. They are the sunset colors, and they're going to be blending in to the blues and purples that I did up above. And if you look closely, you can even see the orange gouache underpainting showing through. And that's going to happen down here too, as I apply these colors to get that feeling. I'm going to start by applying yellow throughout this portion, which is closest to the horizon. And I'm just going to move it up into the violets here. And then I add colors over it, such as white, where I want it to be brighter. And I would use the orange up above that. And you can see that the orange is going to intersect the previous blue just beyond that. So I'll just smooth that in. And if I want to brighten it somewhat, I'll put some yellow or golds over it. And that just really makes it beautiful. As I said before, I'm using a limited palette. I always do that in each space so that I don't get too many colors working in too many different places. That can be a bit distracting. And then when I'm finished with what I feel like a pretty rich color, I take my fingers and just smudge in. And in this way, I am pressing the pastel right into the tooth or the little bumpy surfaces of the paper. And that helps to embed the chalk right into the surface. Some of you may work on a pastel board which has a sandy grit to it, and that helps also. And once I get that laid on, I'm going to go back and accentuate the parts that I want to have different values. And I want to have that sort of sunlight quality in here, just beneath the orange. I find that more pressure, the better the color comes out. And it's very exciting to have really intense colors, especially in a sunset. When you get to areas that you've put light on, such as here with this, I just wash my hands a little bit, dry them on a nearby towel, or if I have a clean finger, I'll use that. up above here, there's actually some dark clouds. So we're going to get a little bit of shadow in. And then just very gently press that in. And there'll be other dark places. You want it to be more intense, you push it in harder, and a lighter touch when you want it to be more like air. You even just take little specks.
It's very important when laying in the shadows that you don't overwork the spaces. Use a light hand and gently blend it into the tapestry of the background. Trees can be added in along the horizon line, or if you're doing mountains, the same thing, but make sure that they're irregular in shape and size. To get a brightness in the chalk pastels, you need to layer different colors on top of each other and not blend them so much. This will allow the underpainting of the chalk to show through as well as the application on top. You don't have to stick to the same colors that you used throughout. You may need to add another color in, such as this pink in the sky, to add a certain glow. Thanks for watching today, and join me next time as I work through the water portion of this picture. And please don't forget to subscribe.